Hi there my magical star beings, this is Psychic Siren Tarot and welcome to the channel. In today's reading we're going to be taking a look at what has your crush noticed about you. So take a look at the piles we have with your crush in mind, see which one you're most drawn to, the one that is standing out to you the most, and the one that is your first choice is the best option. So usually when we are picking with our intuition, we pick the first choice and usually that's the correct option. So for pile number 1, we have the orange calcite crystal with the Mythos tarot. For pile 2, we have Amethyst with the queer tarot. And for pile 3, we have black Tourmaline with the light Seers tarot. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. So hopefully by now you have picked a pile for yourself. If not, pause the video. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi my pile number 1s, if you chose the orange calcite crystal and the Mythos tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what does your crush and what has your crush noticed about you. So please be aware that this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then find all my details in the description box below. And I also have a giveaway happening at the moment. If you'd like to be a part of the giveaway to stand the chance to win a free 30-minute reading from me, then all you need to do is be subscribed to this channel and comment under this video. The giveaway winner will be announced when we reach 40k subscribers. So firstly, I am seeing some things for you just energetically. I am seeing that your crush has noticed that you have this like natural glow to you. Even through like the colors in your skin tone, there's like a certain type of glow there. Also like within your hair, like there's something about some of you standing in the sun and your hair like has this reddish hue to it, or like a brownish reddish hue, if that makes sense. No matter what your hair color is, there could be like this glow you have. I hope I'm making sense, but it's something they see physically. And I'm also seeing something about dimples for someone here, or like a cute smile, or something significant or distinct about your smile is coming through in terms of what your crush has noticed. Your crush thinks you seem very sociable, a little bit like nerdy or intelligent, but I'm getting the word nerdy. But also at the same time, you have this bright light about you and you seem and appear very awake physically, like something about your eyes looking very awake. I don't know if you specifically like do skincare to make your eyes brighter, like your under eyes, or if it's just like you being well, sleeping well, and maybe just taking care of yourself physically, or if it's like makeup, let me know. But there's just something about you appearing more awake, and maybe some of you like are morning people. And you just seem like very sociable and kind of like bubbly in a way. So we have the Empress card. So your crush has definitely noticed your beauty because the Empress is a card of beauty. I mean, it's Venusian energy. The star is also a card of like standing out in some way. So you definitely do stand out to your crush. Definitely something about your smile. I keep seeing dimples. I keep seeing like a very beautiful smile, and your crush almost just sees you as like the pretty girl that wouldn't speak to them, or the handsome guy that wouldn't speak to them. Something about that's coming through, like they believe that you wouldn't even bat an eyelid towards them, while your crush has no idea that you are crushing on them, right? So your crush is oblivious to that, is what I'm getting. And if you had to admit that you have a crush on your crush, I'm getting that they would be like, why me? Like, what? I never thought you would be interested in me. So I don't think your crush necessarily has feelings, or at least I'm not seeing that in the cards yet. I will let you know if I do see that. But what I am seeing is that your crush does admire you physically, can admire your beauty or your handsomeness with the Empress here, and they are able to tell that you just have something about you that they just can't put their finger on that makes you special in some way or makes you stand out in some way. And they can tell that you're also very well liked, respected among others. And with the Seven of Cups, your crush may have noticed that a lot of people have their eye on you in some way. And I'm talking about like romantically. So your crush may think that you're just so beautiful or so handsome that you have people constantly like wanting to get with you. Seven of Swords. Okay, what is this about? I want to clarify. Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit. I'm getting this energy that your crush has maybe noticed that you would rather stay alone or be single right now. Or at least that's just the vibe they're getting from you. So I don't know if you are just like rejecting guys or girls because you have this crush and you want to be with them, or if you are just like not ready for love, or maybe some of you want to stay single, but like maybe some of you aren't even trying to give off that vibe at all, but like you're giving off that vibe to your crush, like that you reject a lot of people and that you're not really open to dating and love, that you're kind of just focused on you with the Hermit. And maybe even your career or your studies with the Ten of Pentacles, or your family or something like that. Like maybe you're more focused on long-term connections, and maybe you're open to love for some of you, but just not right now in this moment. Or, you know, if it had to come your way, you would be open for to it, but you're not looking for it, if that makes sense. And so there's variations of different energies here. Just take what resonates with you. That is what I'm getting. There's also something about you smelling good. You coming across as a little bit posh in a way. I don't know why, I'm just hearing the word posh. And like you seem like you come from not like a rich background, but kind of like maybe well off. Like this person kind of sees you like that, your crush. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like based on what you're wearing, if it's just a vibe you give off. Even if that's not true, like that's kind of what they're getting from you from first glance. Because I get that your crush um maybe doesn't really know you that well, and they're kind of just assuming based on what they can see. Because like I'm seeing them look at you and talk to other people, right? And then they're kind of like observing how you are with those people, and then they're making kind of connections in their mind. Oh, they're like this, so oh, they're like this. You know, they're kind of reading you based on how you interact with other people. And I feel for most of you, you maybe haven't even like spoken to your crush before, or hadn't any interaction with them at all. And they would actually be surprised if you did come up to them and speak to them, because of the fact that there's been a lack of communication between the two of you. So the lack of communication is something your crush has noticed. You definitely stand out in a crowd physically to your crush, where your crush does think you are an attractive person. But they themselves wouldn't necessarily think that you would ever come up to them and speak to them. They kind of think that there's better options out there for you. So with the Page of Swords and the Three of Cups, that is kind of what I'm seeing. They're curious about if you are talking to anybody at the moment, like romantically. I don't know why they're curious. Why? Why do they want to know? So we have the Hanged Man and we have the Six of Wands. Okay, so the Hanged Man is about like being in limbo. So your crush doesn't really know how to feel about you, because they kind of view it as like in no way would pile number one want to even be with me, so why even think about that? Because the Eight of Swords also wants to come out. And the Knight of Cups was behind the Eight of Swords in the Tarot deck. So it's like, I wouldn't even think of something romantic, not because I don't like you or anything like that. I'm in their head, so when I say you, that's what I mean. But when I'm in their energy, I see that they kind of don't even think about the possibilities of like dating you or anything like that, because they just believe that you wouldn't even like look at them or look in their direction. You wouldn't even notice them. So your crush thinks that you don't even think like about them or know about them. They kind of think that you don't even know they exist, is what I'm getting. Or like you don't really think about them or care. Um, which they're wrong about, because I mean, you're watching this reading about your crush. The Judgment card is at the back of the deck so far. Your crush has felt this urge to come up to you and speak to you, almost as if someone is controlling their mind to do so, but they stop themselves every time with the Eight of Swords. Because I'm literally seeing that in my mind's eye, like feeling such a strong urge to do something and pulling yourself away from it. And I'm seeing them go up to you and talk to you. But with the Hangman here, it's kind of like they've waited a very long time to even like have a conversation with you. And it's kind of like they're very stubborn, so they're not going to do it anytime soon, just because they believe that you wouldn't even like them, so what's the point? So I feel like your crush thinks in that mindset. But back to the topic, what they've noticed about you. They've noticed that they feel that strong urge towards you and they don't know why. Okay, and they have noticed that they've kind of thought about, if something would work between the two of you, if you guys would actually be compatible, and if you guys would actually work in a way. But then they start thinking about like, oh, but I don't even know them that well. Like, I'm getting far ahead of myself. So maybe sometimes your crush may romanticize or daydream into the future possibilities of what could happen between the two of you. Like, would we be friends? Like, if I had to speak to them, would we be friends? Would we be something? Would we be flirtatious? Would they even be attracted to me? So they have all these questions in their mind, and I guess they're kind of analyzing and observing you to see if you have like a vibe towards them or not. And I wouldn't be saying this if I don't see it in the cards, because I am genuinely seeing this. So there's this energy of like observing you to see what you are feeling towards them. Like, do you see them as someone you would want to be friends with or more? And they just don't know what you feel. And so they're very unsure on if they should actually speak to you or not and get to know you or not. They kind of feel like they're in the dark about you. Like, yes, they've observed you a lot, but they're in the dark about their idea of you and who you are as a person, because in their mind they believe that they could be wrong about the things they've observed. So Judgment is coming up now. What has their crush noticed about them? We have the Temperance card reverse. Your crush has maybe noticed that you lose your temper or your cool very easily. Like, you're not the most patient person in the world, but when it comes to other things, like, you're very skilled at it. I feel like your crush finds it cute or finds it funny that you like lose your temper about small things, but they notice that you get like a little bit mad at first, but then you get over it. You don't hold on to it for long. You kind of just show a reaction to it, right? But you don't hold on to it for long, is what I'm getting. Your crush has noticed a badass side to you. Because when I close my eyes to tap into the energy more, I'm getting like a badass energy. Like, I'm seeing someone almost like kick a person. Obviously you wouldn't do that, but like, I'm seeing a mental image of that. So that makes me think of badass energy and you knowing how to fight back. You could be a little bit intimidating to your crush. They could think that you have like a sassy side to you, and they could think that you're just very well liked by everybody, where not many people dislike you. Interesting. King of Swords showing up reversed. Also, something about the stomach area, but them liking the stomach area, like something about your body too. So they've kind of eyed out and checked out your body before and noticed little things about your body that they like. To your crush, you seem very extroverted, very much a social butterfly. You seem to be someone that has a large friend group. And your crush is more of a quiet type person, shy type person. And so they wonder, like, how have you made so many friends? Like, how do you have so many friends? Because I always see you with different people. So they kind of feel like, how do you even have the time to have so many friends? That's kind of what they've noticed. They have also noticed pictures of you, or you taking photos of yourself. Something about cameras, pictures is coming through social media. Maybe they've looked at you on social media, kind of like checked you out without following you or anything like that. Because I don't feel like your crush would have the courage to follow you just out of nowhere. And if they did, I'd be surprised. But I'm seeing them like check your social media or see photos of you and notice things about the way you look in those photos and maybe what you're wearing and stuff like that. Maybe they're also like looking at who you're friends with. I'm getting that too, like on social media. Let's say they know someone else, like a mutual friend, that posts a picture of you, and then all of a sudden they see you there and they're like, oh, I didn't know so and so was friends with pal one. I'm also seeing that. I'm seeing something about a bike, like a motorcycle or a bicycle. So either someone here has a motorcycle, doesn't have to resonate with everybody, or you could just be like an active person. It doesn't mean that you have to cycle, but like maybe you're very fit and active. Your crush has noticed that you always seem put together and perfect. Like no hair seems out of place. Like when it comes to your outfit, there's an attention to detail. It's like nothing looks out of place. Even when you go, like they kind of imagine even if you just went to the grocery store, you'd be done up. Like you just look perfect all the time. Something about that's coming through. And I'm also getting this energy that your crush has noticed your different moods. So your crush has noticed when you walk somewhere and you look happy. Your crush has noticed when you look confident. Your crush has noticed when you're sad, but they don't know why you're sad. They can just see your facial expressions. And then they're kind of curious. Your crush has a lot of curiosity towards you. And I'm seeing an image of someone almost like lick their lips and be like, So your crush is definitely attracted to you, sexually attracted to you too, and they find you appealing in some way physically. Nine of Wands. I think they have also noticed like when you were going through like difficult times emotionally, because I'm seeing like a cloud that's sad with rain. So maybe they've noticed when you went through like difficult times and they kind of wanted to ask you if you're okay or be there for you. I don't know if they actually did or not, or if they were too shy, but that is what I'm getting to. I don't know if some of you have dogs, but your crush has noticed you have dogs, two dogs specifically. I'm seeing like two brown dogs and like dog furniture and stuff like that. Um, and I'm seeing like someone have like a nice or fancy house, or they would imagine that. I don't know why I'm seeing that. Even if your house is not huge, like maybe they just kind of think your house looks kind of fancy or nice. Even your furniture seems like very glam and fancy in some way. I don't think they'd use the word glam, but I'm seeing like a glam, chic kind of energy with the way you dress and your furniture, for the women watching, and I guess for those that gravitate towards that. And if you're a man, then maybe you could have more of like a fancy look to your furniture where even if you didn't pay a lot for it, like maybe it just has that type of look to it. Your crush has noticed that you're very intelligent, but you don't need to show it off. And you don't need to like tell everybody like, hey, I'm so intelligent. You don't need to show off in any way, or get anybody's validation. Your crush kind of thinks you're a little bit of a heartbreaker, I'm not gonna lie. They kind of see you as a little bit dangerous, like you would eat them, chew them, and spit them out. Like I'm seeing Black Widow energy, the Chariot, and even like Femme Fatale energy, Two of Wands reversed. Maybe they kind of lust after you in some way, and they kind of view you as like very irresistible. The Emperor, the King of Wands, and the Lovers. Oh, so maybe your crush does feel something, because I didn't want to like say anything if I didn't see it, and now the Lovers is here, but the Ten of Swords is at the back of the deck. So again, there's someone that's very shy. Like maybe your crush isn't the type of person to go out and express their feelings to a person or be straightforward and be like, oh, do you want to go on a date? Maybe they're the type that waits for someone to come to them first or show signs of interest first, because I am getting your crush has like a low self-worth. But back to you in terms of what they've noticed about you. I am getting that they have noticed the spark within your eyes. It's has nothing to do with the way you look physically. It has nothing to do with the way your eyes look, or the eye color or shape or anything, but there's a sparkle within your eyes. There's a beam of light in your eyes, and you seem very genuine, and you seem very like bubbly and perky in some way. Some of you could have a very loud presence or energy to you, because I'm seeing like a microphone in my mind, and like a microphone that is loud. Maybe you talk very loud and you get very excited, and like you use your hands a lot to express yourself. You also seem to be very physically affectionate and like exciting in some way. Like you just seem like you're most of the time in like a good mood. And you just seem like a fun person. That's what I'm getting too. I'm seeing that some of you smoke and your crush has noticed that. I'm also getting that your crush has noticed things that you do that you don't even realize you do, like little mannerisms you have. For example, I'm seeing someone twitch their nose a lot and they don't even realize they're doing it. Your crush has also noticed when you're not there, wherever you know your crush, and there's also something about like wherever you've traveled to or gone. But maybe they've also noticed that you go out a lot, like again, very extroverted personality, big personality. I'm seeing Hello Kitty in my mind, so maybe some of you could like Hello Kitty. And I'm also getting that if some of you wear glasses, like they could have noticed that. They could have also noticed like your handwriting or the way you write. And they kind of feel like, wherever you go, you have a lot of mystery about you. Like you carry this air of mystery with you, but you also seem very in control of yourself and the way you carry yourself, and you seem like intentional about the way you want to be perceived in your reputation. But they're not viewing it as a bad thing, they're viewing it as a good thing. Like you carry yourself well. They think you're just cool in some way. So that is what I'm getting for you. I really hope this reading resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this in the comments below. What resonated with you? Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pod number twos. If you chose this amethyst crystal and the queer tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what has your crush noticed about you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find all my details in the description box below. And if you'd like to participate in the giveaway is for one free 30-minute reading. And to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and comment under this video. And the giveaway winner will be announced when we reach 40k subscribers. So let's go ahead and shuffle your cards and see what comes up for you. So I did see the angel number 333 when we started the reading. So that may be significant for some of you. I don't know if this person sees signs about you, but you did choose the amethyst crystal, so maybe there's like some kind of spiritual connection here. So what has their crush noticed about pile 2? So we have the Temperance card, we have the Lovers, and we have the Sun. We also have the 5 of Cups, the 2 of Swords. So the first thing I do see that your crush has noticed is your overall sense of confidence with the Queen of Wands at the back of the deck. I also see that your crush may notice that you are a free spirit and there's something different about you that they can't describe, but there's also something dreamy about you. And with your crush, they have kind of noticed that you have a loyal heart and that you are like a romantic at heart with the Lovers here. Some of you have crushes that are taken. I don't know why I'm getting that message, but when I tap in clairvoyantly, like I'm seeing them look at you and then I see them bumping into their partner as if they're not supposed to be looking at you. So I don't feel like that will resonate with everybody, but like, I don't know, that's a little bit weird. I don't know how to interpret that. If you are interested in someone that is taken, are you actually like waiting for them to break up? Are you hoping that you get to be with them one day? Like, what is the deal there? For others of you, there's just this energy of like, I'm not supposed to be looking in your direction, or like a forbidden type of energy. For example, someone here could like have a coworker that you have a crush on, and maybe you're not supposed to date your coworkers, but it's like a crush thing still, even though you know you're not supposed to want that person. Because I do feel that quite prominently within the energy, but it won't resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate, we'll just move on to the other messages. So what else has their crush noticed about them? Your crush has noticed a particular skill or talent that you have, and your crush has also noticed a self-destructive energy. I don't know if you have self-destructed a lot within your own life, but I am seeing that. But they're not looking at it in a negative way. I do see that your crush has noticed that you make decisions on a whim with the Fool and the 2 of Swords. You kind of just like, you kind of don't really plan too much towards decisions. You kind of just like go with your head first into a situation. So maybe some of you are Aries. I was also seeing the sign Gemini. So that could be your sign, their sign. Even if it's not, that's okay. But I'm seeing this energy of like diving headfirst into situations without thinking first. And maybe like just not being the type to plan things out, but just kind of follow your own gut instincts, if that makes sense. Your crush has noticed that you seem to be a patient person and you seem to give people time to come to you. So you don't necessarily like force situations romantically or even platonically or even just in your relationships in general. Like you kind of just allow people the time to show you who they are, to get to know them. Maybe you kind of take it a little bit slower with your relationships. You don't really seem like in a rush when it comes to your life and also relationships. You kind of just let things flow as they should, at the pace it should, um, without feeling the need to rush it. So your crush is also noticed when you have someone in your life that makes you happy or sad. So, like, let's say you're friends with someone and that friend maybe isn't good for you. Maybe your crush will notice, like, that friend affects your emotions in a way it shouldn't. Or, let's say you have someone else around you that's really good for you. Maybe your crush notices you look really happy every time you're around that person. So your crush notices the kind of emotional responses you get from certain connections in your life and how good that connection is for you overall, based on like how happy or sad you seem in that relationship. Your crush can also tell when you are happy with a decision you made or not based on your emotional expression. So maybe you're someone that kind of wears your moods on your face where you can't hide it. And maybe your crush has noticed that. Like, it's easy to tell what you're feeling from, your expressions and reactions. Your crush has noticed that not many things tend to get you down for long. You keep your head up high and you kind of just take pride in yourself and you continue walking on your journey even if you fall in. So, even if it gets you down for a few minutes, like you will get back up and continue and carry on. Your crush has also noticed like you have this peaceful yet also loving energy about you. There's something about your energy that feels very adventurous in some way. I don't know if they think you would be the type to like travel a lot, but that's what I'm seeing. So maybe we could also have some Sagittarius energy here, Leo too with the sun. Your crush has noticed something in regards to your spiritual beliefs. I don't know how they would know this, but I'm seeing like a cross in my mind, which is making me think of like either religious beliefs, spiritual beliefs, cultural beliefs. So something about that is something they've noticed. The Nine of Swords. I guess that your crush also notices when you're worried or stressed out about something. They can just tell from your body language. We have the Three of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. You give off a vibe of non-desperation. Does that make sense? I don't think that's even a word, but I'm seeing that. Like, you seem the opposite of desperate. You also seem like you worry a lot about the people in your life, since the Nine of Swords is almost like opposite the Lovers. I'm getting this energy of like worrying about other people's safety and well-being and worrying about the relationships in your life, whether they're going to be happy, whether they're going to succeed. Maybe you worry more about other people than yourself, like other people's life problems than your own. Some of you could be empaths, or it's just like you always put other people first before yourself. So maybe there could be like a little bit of a selfless energy that your crush has noticed. But when it comes to like the expectations you have on yourself in terms of timelines, in terms of I want to be here by this time, your crush can tell that you have like certain expectations on yourself of I want to be here by this time. I want to be here by this time. So there are some things where it's like maybe you worry, will I ever get my wish by this time? Or will I ever even get it in general, like in this lifetime? Maybe your crush sees that you do get stressed out about that and stressed out about the pressure other people put on you, but also the pressure you put on yourself to get to where you desire. Because when you're not where you desire to be, there's kind of like this unfulfilled feeling. And so I feel like your crush has noticed that. But I feel like your crush wants you to win in life with the Three of Cups. They want you to celebrate your wins, and they would celebrate for you in their heart too. I get that your crush does feel for you. Like whenever they see you and they see your mood shift, they feel for you in some way with the Queen of Cups. But maybe they've also noticed that you yourself are a very nurturing person, you're very sensitive, you connect to the moods and emotions of others as well, and you sometimes put others before yourself. You seem like someone really fun to be around. You seem like someone that would be a great friend. To be honest, I do pick up that your crush does have some indications of attraction towards you and maybe even some feelings for you, like romantically with the lovers. And I feel the energy of attraction over and over again. I kind of just wanted to make sure I was feeling that before I said anything. But I keep picking up on it over and over, so I'm going to mention it. I also think that your crush might not fully have those feelings for you, but they might be developing in some way. And there's, for some of you, that feeling of like, can I even pursue this? Because like I said, for some of you, it comes across to me in the energy of like a forbidden love situation. Maybe for some of you, you're taken. I don't know. But the Three of Cups here can be a confirmation of that, because it can sometimes represent third party situations. The Three of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles showing up reversed. So your crush has also noticed something about your style being very like unique and what's the word? Eccentric is the word I'm looking for. So you have an eccentric style. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. Then we have the Ace of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Wands. So your crush has noticed that you have no problem putting yourself in other people's shoes and feeling for others, but you also are someone that comes across as the type that almost cheerleads others, or motivates others in some way by telling them they're capable, by hyping them up. I feel like you often compliment the people around you or hype them up in some way. So this person can tell that you're a really supportive person when it comes to your close loved ones. Like, you just want them to be happy and thrive, and your crush likes that about you. Your crush has also noticed that you will take any opportunity for self-care or for beauty or shopping or something like that. Like, maybe you are really into fashion, beauty, making yourself look good, getting your nails done, getting your hair done. Like, maybe you always like to go and do stuff like that for yourself. I'm picking up on very girly girls, or um girls that love to get glammed up or love to get self-care done. That's what I'm picking up on. And you could be a man and love self-care too, or love fashion too, but I'm kind of just reading what I see here. Your crush has noticed that you don't do things on a to-do list basis. Like, you kind of just go where your heart desires to go. Like, you probably are the type of person that doesn't have too much of a rigid routine, if any at all, because I see you kind of like being the type to just be like, okay, I feel like doing this today, so I'm going to do this today. I feel like doing this tomorrow, so I'm going to do this tomorrow. And you kind of base your schedule around that. So I feel like your crushes maybe notice certain things about your look and your beauty, and you always paying attention to that, but maybe also like your schedule and how your schedule is very free in some way and flexible. So I saw the angel number 444. Your crush has noticed how protective you are to the ones that you love, especially your family. Yet you're also very independent. Like, I'm getting the vibe that you don't mind being alone or doing things on your own. In fact, you can have fun doing things on your own, but maybe you also like to go out with people at times, but you also don't mind going out on your own somewhere. Like you don't always need to have somebody by you at all times. And that has been what your crush has noticed about you. Like maybe they've seen you go to certain areas alone and not really care about being alone. You just genuinely enjoy your own company. I'm seeing some of you live in the city, or maybe your crush has noticed that you would thrive in the city, because I'm seeing like New York City in my mind's eye and someone like exploring that city. So your crush has also noticed that you somehow just like know everybody's secrets, so you know things about people that other people wouldn't know. Maybe a lot of people come up to you and tell you things just and trust you with their secrets, or maybe you just always are there when things are happening. Or maybe you just are kind of nosy. I don't know. I don't know. You'll let me know down in the comments what the reason is, but I'm getting that you just know everybody's business. Maybe people just tell you, like maybe there's people around you that always gossip and tell you. I don't know, but I'm seeing that, and I'm seeing that your crush deems you as someone that's quite observant in some way. Your crush has also noticed that you're someone that will ask for what you want the first time, and if someone can't give it to you that first time, you're not going to ask again. And you're going to show how upset you look on your face, but you're not going to ask them again. So I don't know what that's about, but that's what I see intuitively in my mind's eye. You are someone that's very committed, but you also don't like to make promises too quickly. Like you like to think it over first to make sure that you can really show up for that person in that way. So you may be the type of person where if someone's like, can you do this favor for me, blah, 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 you're like, let me first think about it. You don't just say yes, because you might not know. In 4 weeks, you might not feel like doing it, you know? So you're someone that's like pretty committed to the promises you make to people, but at the same time, you're very careful about what you say yes to, because for you, you're kind of like inconsistent in ways, like, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you kind of know yourself and you know that, okay, maybe I would feel like doing it today, but I wouldn't feel like doing it tomorrow. You get what I mean? So that's what I'm seeing with the Four of Wands opposite the Knight of Pentacles. Again, I'm seeing like this fun energy. Maybe you're someone that sometimes shows up at certain events and parties as well. It's not like you show up to every event or party. Like you may be someone that's not really extroverted, but not really introverted either. Like you just go out when you feel like it. And that's what your crush has noticed about you. You also seem like the type that would want a long-term relationship or a serious committed relationship in the long term, but maybe you're still getting to know people. It's not like you put so much pressure or expectations on yourself to have that right now. So right now you're like open to it, but you're also open to maybe casual situations right now and getting to know people right now. You're not in a rush when it comes to your love life, but maybe when it comes to like other things, you have certain expectations of, I want to be here by this time. So I am seeing that. I get that your crush could have also noticed that you learn things, and when you have learned something, you may be forgetful sometimes. Like someone could tell you something today and you might forget about it tomorrow, but then there are other things that kind of just stay stuck in your brain. So I don't know if I'm making sense by saying that, but that's what I see. Your crush has also noticed that you yourself have certain standards for yourself within dating and love, where if someone is kind of like going back and forth with you, and maybe one day they're putting in a lot of effort but the next day they're not, that truly like hurts you in a relationship. You want somebody that's going to show up for you every day, not just once in a while or when it suits them, so I feel like there is that kind of standard you set for yourself where it's like, if you want to be with me, you're going to have to fulfill these things. Does that make sense? So maybe your crush has noticed some of your standards to do with dating and love and what you will or will not accept. They kind of also just noticed you have an open heart, maybe even a big heart with the Ace of Cups. And no matter how long someone has been in your life, like, you're always gonna love them. And even if they've been in your life for a short while, but they impact you in a way, you're gonna show them the same amount of love. At least that's what's coming through in the cards. So that is what your crush has noticed about you. So I really hope this reading resonated with you. Let me know down in the comments below how this resonated and what you thought of the reading. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, Hull number 3s. If you chose this black tourmaline crystal and the light Seers tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what has your crush noticed about you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then you can find all my details in the description box below. If you'd like to participate in the giveaway to stand the chance to win a free 30-minute reading from me, then all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and comment under this video, and the giveaway winner will be announced when we reach 40k subscribers. So let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. So Spirit Guides of Pile 3, please tap me into the energy of Pile 3 as well as their crush on their mind. And please show me, what has their crush noticed about them? What has their crush noticed about them? What has their crush noticed about Pile 3? So we have the Page of Wands as the first card. We also have the Ten of Wands. We have the Four of Swords reversed. And we have the Six of Wands. So your crush has noticed that you could be an overachiever in some way. So the Ten of Wands with the Six of Wands makes me think that you're someone that puts a lot of effort and work into achieving something for yourself, whether that has to do with school, college, work. You're just putting in a lot of effort towards your goals, and you put a lot on your plate. And maybe you stress a lot about getting things done on time or getting things done within the deadline. With the Four of Swords reverse, it's like you can't relax until you know all your work has been done or all your tasks of your to-do list has been done for the day. And again, it's like you put a lot of pressure on yourself to succeed at something or to achieve something big for yourself. And you also put a lot on your plate, on your to-do list, to get all those things done. And sometimes you can't relax unless everything has been done. But you're also very passionate about this, very passionate about achieving something for yourself and about whatever it is you're doing for yourself. Like maybe you're passionate about studying or passionate about your work or passionate about your goals. And so this passion is driving you to actually achieve something, you know, even when you don't have a lot of energy with the Ten of Wands because you're tired from all you've done. That passion of where you want to be is motivating you and inspiring you to keep going even when you feel tired, even when you feel drained. So that's what your crush has noticed about you. The Judgment card is showing up next, and the Tower reversed. So your crush has noticed that you have had some kind of wake-up call recently, where you have been called to fix a lot of the problems within your own life with the Tower reverse and restructure some things within your life, where it's like we're taking our old habits and the things we used to do and we're reevaluating that, and we're reevaluating if that is actually leading us to become the best version of ourselves and live our best life, and we're restructuring whatever isn't leading us to our best life. And so your crush has maybe noticed that you're trying to solve a lot of problems within your own life and find solutions to those problems and just restructure something that isn't working, right? Your crush has also noticed that you try to make the best decisions for yourself that lead to positive outcomes. You try to not make decisions that would lead to something being a poor judgment or something leading to more chaos. You know, like when you make a decision and it just leads to chaos because it's a bad decision. Like, you try to not make bad decisions. That's what your crush has noticed about you. But your crush has also noticed that you are very good at solving problems and seeing problems before it even happens. Maybe even very good at giving other people advice for their life problems, right? The Three of Swords is showing up next. The Justice card is showing up after that. So your crush has also noticed that you had somebody in your life that was dishonest and untrustworthy. And this person was not being completely fair with you, or they didn't maybe have the best intentions towards you, whoever this person is. And your crush has noticed that you were very hurt over the situation. That when someone is being untrustworthy for you, like, it hurts so bad, because maybe you're someone that's like very loyal, very trustworthy. You try to be as honest as possible with the people you love. And when somebody isn't giving you that same honesty or loyalty, it hurts really deeply. And also, like, when people aren't reciprocating what you're giving, it hurts deeply. So your crush may have noticed your wounds and how things may hurt. Like, if a person does this, it hurts you really badly. The Knight of Swords, the Sun reversed, and the Two of Pentacles. So your crush has also noticed that you are trying to be grounded, that you're trying to make the better decisions for yourself and your own life. You try to not be impulsive, and you try to, like, just go after your goals and take action towards that. And you also try to shoot your shot for what you want in life. With the Sun reversed, I think your crush has noticed times in your life where you've been unhappy, or where you've been unhappy with your result. Maybe you can be a little bit perfectionistic for some of you. And again, there's like high expectations you put on yourself. Like, for example, let's say you do something and you're not happy with the results of it. You're still going to continue working hard on that thing until you're happy with the result. And for you, like, maybe you don't feel fully in control of your life when things are kind of like out of control. Like, you like to feel in control of your life, and you like to feel like you have enough so that you can also focus on fun. Like, you're not someone that's going to go out and have fun if your responsibilities are not taken care of. So I think your crush has noticed that you're a very responsible person, and you don't want to be irresponsible, and you don't want to, like, put fun before your responsibilities. And when your responsibilities are done, all your tasks are done, then you're able to go out and have fun. But for you, maybe you're trying to create some kind of financial stability here, or stability for yourself in general, right? I think your crush has also noticed people in your life that maybe don't have the best intentions towards you, or people that your crush deems as untrustworthy. But it's almost like you're not looking at the situation clearly. Like, you're judging the person too quickly and thinking they're trustworthy, but they're not, at least from your crush's perspective. So what else has their crush noticed about them? We have the Eight of Swords with the Ace of Cups, and we have the King of Wands reversed. So your crush has noticed that maybe you are dealing with a lot of anger right now towards people that have hurt you, and you're trying to find forgiveness. You're trying to still have love in your heart and not let your heart harden from these terrible experiences you went through. But it's really hard for you. It's really hard for you to, like, send them love from afar. It's very hard for you to forgive. It's just very hard because you have a lot of anger right now. And the best thing you can do in that situation is to first feel your feelings of anger, to almost gain clarity on why you're angry. feel those feelings, process them, and then see if you can find forgiveness. Because I've been in that same scenario where I've been angry at people, trying to forgive them, but just trying to forgive even though that anger is there sometimes doesn't work. Sometimes we have to process that anger first, then maybe it's easier to find forgiveness. The Knight of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands reversed, and the Four of Cups. Maybe it's also hard for you to open up your heart to new people and to trust new people. So maybe your crushes notice that you may have a little bit of trust issues and a hard time opening up to new people because of past experiences. It creates a lot of anxiety for you with the Eight of Swords. Like, you can open up your heart, but it creates a lot of anxiety where you don't feel secure. And for you, like, you want to be able to trust a person fully before you can open up your heart to them fully. And I think your crush thinks you need people in your life that are trustworthy so that you can feel safe enough opening up to them, opening up your heart fully, trusting them fully without having any doubts in your mind. Your crush has noticed you receive other offers from people that you're just not interested in. So I don't know if other people have tried to flirt with you or tried to shoot their shot with you, but you seemed uninterested in it. But that's kind of like how your crush is seeing it. Like, people are interested in you, but you're not really interested in them. Your crush has also noticed that sometimes you feel unsatisfied with your quality of work. Like, maybe sometimes it's very hard for you to stay focused, especially like with how busy you are, with how many things you need to get done. With the Knight of Wands, it's like you're very ambitious, but sometimes you might have a hard time focusing, or you might have a hard time feeling like you can get everything done, because in order to get everything done, we maybe have to do things quicker because we have so many things to do. And then when we do things quicker, we're not doing it to the best of our abilities. And then we're unhappy with our quality of work, but we also don't have time. So you're in like this whole predicament. Your crush has also noticed that you're feeling challenged by your work right now, or by your goals right now. But your crush thinks that you can get through these challenges. It's just about remembering your power, remembering what you have already accomplished. And sometimes we might look at our work and may feel unsatisfied with it because we know the best we can offer, but other people might not see it that way. Um, like for me, when I do readings sometimes, like sometimes I'll do a reading and I'm like, that wasn't my best reading or my best work. And the feedback will be positive, where everybody's like, oh, it resonates so much, blah, 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 blah. And that makes me so happy. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like I gave my best. So the way I see it is like sometimes we can do something and maybe it doesn't feel like our best work, but other people might not see it that way. Other people, you get what I mean? And I feel like your crush thinks that maybe you're just being very hard on yourself. We also have the World showing up reversed with the Devil. You're also trying to let go of toxicity within your own life, whether that has to do with bad habits you have, people in your life that are toxic, a mindset that is toxic. You're just trying to let go of it, but it's very hard to let go of this with the World reversed. And that's what your crush has noticed about you. Is there anything else that's important for Pile 3 to know about what their crush has noticed? You're very scared making decisions that have a high risk. Because I'm seeing someone walk on a tree branch and the tree branch is really thin. And if we take the wrong step, the tree branch could break. And instead of walking on it and risking our life, we're instead going to build things on top of this tree branch so we can make this decision in the most safe way possible. So I feel like your crush is noticing that you're maybe trying to build some kind of safety net for yourself so that you can take some kind of risk or leap of faith without it leading to something fatal for you in some way, without it leading to chaos and a mess and a disaster and something you have to then later fix. So your crush has noticed that you're someone that makes decisions, and when you make decisions, you think about it properly. Sometimes you might even be scared of making the decision, scared of making the wrong decision, or scared of making a decision and it blowing up in your face. So you try to be as careful and responsible as possible with your decisions. And that's what your crush has noticed about you. Your crush thinks that you don't allow yourself to leave much room for mistakes, or to even make like decisions that might be impulsive in the moment but are fun. Like you just put a lot of pressure on yourself to almost be perfect, is what your crush thinks. Your crush has made me notice that maybe you have an inner child wound that makes you feel like you have to accomplish so much to achieve something, to feel worthy, you know? Maybe they think that it leads to something from your childhood, but your crush has also noticed that you yourself may want children of your own. Like, your crush has maybe noticed some of your desires. If it's not children, then it could be like creating something new for yourself, birthing something new into your reality. But I think your crush has noticed some of your desires, and your crush has also noticed that you're a very intelligent, smart person. Your crush has also noticed some of your worries and fears, especially when it comes to yourself, like fears of failure, fears of um like I'm seeing someone, for example, fear putting on weight, for example, where maybe they're like very hard on themselves, where they diet very hard, and they're just like they won't even allow themselves to have like a little snack. I'm seeing that as an example where it's like we put a lot of pressure on ourselves because maybe we have a fear of this or that. And there's nothing wrong with gaining weight. I myself has gained weight. I myself have gained weight many times in my life, but I'm just using that as an example of what spirit is showing me to do with like putting a lot of pressure on ourselves. So that is all I see for you. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.